All right, so new Chrysos update for you guys. It's been 10 days since the last video update where I mentioned about talking with the devs on the crazy unknown Facebook page that a lot of people thought was fake. It was later confirmed by a bunch of other YouTubers out there that that information that was being told to me was actually real. And there hasn't been a lot of changes that have happened on the website. There has been some little things that you can see that are different. Um, I'm not going to get into those details. This is not what this video is about. But what I am going to tell you is I'm still having problems with my lending, and I believe that others are as well. It has never been a smooth thing for me with my lending coming in on a daily basis. They always have to give me my backlogged lending, and there are still many of us out there that are still having that issue, while others haven't had a problem since they started with Chrysos. They've been getting their daily interest. So inconsistencies there. But this is not what this video is about. It's about what's next for Chrysos and the lending space as a whole. What about Bitcoin? Where is Bitcoin and how much of an effect does that have on lending platforms like Chrysos? And I'm going to use Thorncoin as an example here. I'm going to give you guys my analysis on where I think the lending space is going and what we need from lending and from the rise of Bitcoin to really survive in Chrysos and other programs like it. So let's go into Thorncoin. I know what I'm going to say here is going to maybe piss some people off, either YouTubers or people that are involved in Thorncoin or even Chrysos. I'm not going to say all positive things here, but I'm trying to also not spread FUD. This is an opinion, and I'm not going to place anything as say anything as fact. And the reason why I think that my opinion matters is because I'm a trader. I've been a trader for over 13 years in the Forex market. That does not mean that I am a professional and know everything what's going to happen in the future. But it's caused me to learn the crypto markets in a very fast way, uh, where I was able to turn $800 into 12,000 in a matter of a month. And I have videos that show this. And I also have videos showing my Forex trading and that I'm able to make 8 to 12% per month. Whether it's going up, down, or sideways, it doesn't matter what's happening. And so I have some knowledge in this area. And so I wanted to share that with you guys, even if it's not always smelling the roses. All right, so Thorncoin is, and the reason why I'm talking about it is because I feel like it's the catalyst for the lending space as a whole right now. It's very crucial that Thorncoin survives and that investors see this as an improvement of where the lending space was back with BitConnect and Devorcoin. Thorncoin has tried changing the lending space in a positive way by removing lending and replacing it with staking, giving the option of short-term staking as well, and a bunch of other improvements to allow more confidence in a platform like this. But what do those changes actually mean? And how do investors see them? To me, I saw staking as just a rebranding of lending. It still has basically the same type or it's the same type of ordeal where you send a certain amount of money uh, or cryptocurrency to the platform. They hold it for a certain amount of days while paying you a daily percentage in profit, and then they release it back to you after a basically like a contractual uh, or contracted period. And let's say, for example, 100 days. And with staking, or how Thorncoin did it, was instead of you could end your contract early by taking your funds out at 50 or 60 days. And they were hoping that that could give investors more flexibility and find more confidence in investing in a program like this. And then it goes to the short-term staking, which is not allowed yet on Thorncoin. And you guys are probably looking at me and looking at this screen right now, you have 0 Bitcoin. I am not invested in Thorncoin. I'm talking about Thorncoin. I have an account. But watch a lot of videos and have looked around and been following Thorncoin. I've talked about it on my channel for a long time now. I never got involved in it. And this is where Thorncoin is now and why it's such a crucial time is because they have made changes, but we don't know how the public is viewing them quite yet. And we need to give them another 2 to 6 weeks before we really know. Right now, we know that we have a cap on how much we can sell, which is 1,500. And the current price, last I checked, was $1.26. And I don't know if it's going to continue to fall from there or if it will continue to rise. It's just, again, hard to predict what's actually going to happen. But it's not just about supporting these programs by lending all your money or your cryptocurrency in the platform itself. A lot of people think that, oh, but in order for a lending platform to survive, you got to lend with them. Yeah, that's part of it. But in order for a lending platform to survive, you also need a healthy cryptocurrency market, which we are not quite getting right now. Ever since December 20th, everything has been a bit odd. It's not a bullish market anymore. Not everything is rising. We're having more ups and downs than we used to, especially with the altcoins. It's turning more into a standard market instead of one. Sorry, my headphones went off. Instead of one that is just completely bullish. So that makes it more complicated, and that makes it more obviously more complicated for Thorncoin as well. When everything isn't rising like it did before December 10th, it didn't matter what you invested in. Everything was going up. So if Thorncoin came out in November, it would probably be worth a ton of money right now, or before BitConnect, or even after BitConnect and the entire market was back on a bullish and it was back to Bitcoin was back to 20,000 like it was in December. If it was back at 20,000 like it was in December, I would bet you that Thorncoin would be having a much would be up to $5 at this point, even a week after it was launched. So a lot of people don't realize how much of an effect that Bitcoin has on the market as in its entirety, and how that affects the little guys like Thorncoin and Chrysos and others. So you guys got to see the market as a whole and put 2 and 2 together to really get a better idea of where things are going. Thorncoin needs to have success here. Otherwise, the lending space is in a huge problem, and I don't know if it will survive. If Thorncoin doesn't survive, I don't think Chrysos will. If Thorncoin survives, I don't think any lending platform will. And they might try to readapt, rechange, try to reinvent the wheel to make lending or now staking and call it something else to try to rebrand it to make it more appealing again. Um, so I know this is probably maybe a bit frustrating for you guys to hear, but this is how I see the market, and hopefully, you're able to take this information and be cautious with it. Doesn't mean that you should just start taking out all your Thorncoin, but you should know what it is. It's a risky investment. Anything in the crypto market space is a risky investment, and especially right now, where it's hard to know what's going to go up and what's going to go down. And a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of a new time for Bitcoin, where it just hit the 200 simple moving average, and it's going to bounce off and continue up from there and make new highs by April, May, or June. Why is that a helpful prediction? Why try to put a date on something? Yeah, it could most definitely hit up there by then. but I'm not going to tell you that that's an accurate prediction. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next few months. It could go down back down to 6,000. It could raise up to 30 or 40. But I'm not going to put a date on it because that's not valuable information. All I know is that Bitcoin will likely raise and break this top resistance or its high at near 20,000 at some point. But I'm not going to put a date on it. That's just stupid. That's poor investing. You're basically uh, giving yourself a frame of time that something will happen, and you're setting yourself up for disappointment or for possible disappointment. So, Thorncoin. It's very important for for future lending platforms and their success. Chrysos as well. And I hope it survives. I hope that investors see positivity here. But it may be too early to tell because majority are looking like they're investing on Bitcoin and other main cryptocurrencies. So we'll just have to wait and see what the market is in the next 2 to 6 weeks, and if Thorncoin is able to ride out the wave. Other than that, guys, check out my website, forexpullbackcopier.com. If you want to know more about what I do, forex trading, and how I make 8 to 12% per month doing that, and I think it'll make sense to you what I do and how it transfers over into the crypto market. Let me know if you have any questions and give me a thumbs up if you like. I know that you probably some things about this video you didn't like, so you can always give me a thumbs down. That's okay, whatever, but if you do have questions, let me know and I can hope to answer those in the comments below. And thanks guys. Bye.